right. Well, this is great to get to chat with you today.
Thank you, yes.
I feel like I've known you for years now, but some of these questions are things that I think a lot of people have for you. Where were you born, Dr. Stein?
So I actually grew up in West Berlin and actually in the American sector of West Berlin, close to the wall.
When you were born, were you always a big
Yes,
child, a big baby?
I was 23 inches long as a baby. At 14, I was 6'7".
So you played college ball for 4 years.
Yeah, I also played for the school national team too. And my back pain did catch up with me. And the team doctor sent me to a surgeon, and the surgeon looked at my x-ray and said, oh my gosh, it's the worst spine ever. I signed up for surgery. I called a friend of mine who happened to be a surgeon, and he told me not to do it.
Are you serious?
Yes, I was surprised.
Wow.
And so I ended up not doing surgery, and then I tried chiropractic for the first time. I decided that this is something special, that I wanted to become a chiropractor. When I grew up, I thought my thing would be to be a basketball player.
Yeah.
After a while, you lose your passion, and you realize, oh my God, being able to help someone with back pain, the thing that I had the whole time, it's a valuable thing. Right before that, I met my future wife, Claudia, and that was still at the end. I played some basketball, and I met her in the gym.
Oh, really?
Yes. I told her right away, I said, I have this passion. I want to live in the States, and I want to become a chiropractor.
Had she ever visited the States before?
No. Never been here,
Wow,
and didn't know what chiropractic was. One of the things that I liked about Gonstead was it made sense. It was based on biomechanics of the spine, where you use visualization. You watch the person, how they walk in. And when you look at someone's back, you kind of check, are they bending in a certain way? Are the muscles bulging out on one side versus the other? Are they holding their head funny? So that's basically the first step, is like visualization. And then the second one is instrumentation. We use a handheld instrument. It's basically just a thermometer, with two probes. And you run it down someone's back, and those two probes basically compare temperature left to right.
Okay.
And they help me find temperature differences, which may indicate inflammation. And then you go through two kinds of palpation. Motion palpation is you literally look if the joint is moving, and then static, you look if there's any edema in certain areas of the spine. And then you match it to the last thing, then the last thing would be the x-ray. If you have x-rays on someone, and you compare the whole thing. So those are the 5 tools that you use, and they show you how to analyze and also correct someone's problem.
I've experienced it, so I know, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm actually always amazed that it works. And my youngest patient was a little girl, and she was 15 hours old. That's my youngest patient ever.
So what is that, doing chiropractic with a 15 hours old? Like, what does that do to help a little person
that's
like
a
that?
good question
Yeah.
and stuff. I know we've been always told that, chiropractic is for, headaches and maybe neck pain and low back pain, and it's very effective for that. If it's coming from the spine, you gotta imagine the anatomy. You have a spine, and there's nerves exiting between two bones. Right? There's a cushion in between called the disc, and then you got two vertebrae, one on top, one on the bottom, and then you got a nerve that comes out at the end. That nerve splits up into two parts. Generally, one part goes to the back. That's what you feel, what you could feel.
Okay.
Low back pain, can't turn my head. Those are the things that you feel, and that's usually musculoskeletal stuff. The same nerve also splits up and controls an organ in the front. I've had many people who had low back problems, and at the same time they had problems with their colon. Most people don't even know, most people got used to it. They're like, oh no, it's just always constipated, or you have to take weird pills. Chiropractic's goal is not to correct someone's colon. It's technically not even there to correct low back pain. Chiropractic is just supposed to locate problems, what we call subluxations, and then correct them, and then your body can heal.
Heal itself.
So you basically remove interference. You got any interference in your spine, it needs to be removed. All right, so what we're gonna do now is examine Martha with what I mentioned earlier on, with the handheld instrument. Now this one's called a temposcope or a nervoscope. It compares temperature left to right. So I'm gonna sit down here, and I'm gonna run the instrument down. So I'll start on top. And basically what I'm looking for is temperature differences, which may indicate inflammation. So I marked 4 areas where there might be a problem. Now I need to see, is there something going on? So the first area that I look is the neck area. And all the segments here, they're moving really good until I get to that point right here. And then that's the area that doesn't move right. And you feel a little bit here too, right? Goodie. So it doesn't move great either. And then we are on the bottom here. And we got some here as well. So there's 4 areas that I'm going to adjust. And we'll start out on the first table right here. That's the table that's called the high-low table. Paper, nose goes here, hands go here. I'll make sure you're all tucked in. And what we'll do is I'll push the button, the table goes down really slowly.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Nice. I happen to know her x-rays. So because I took an x-ray of her, the x-ray showed me how the spine was misaligned. It showed me that it's safe to adjust, and it shows me that's how to adjust it. So I'm adjusting it according to that. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit, hold on. That was already. We're gonna do this one in side position. So wait until you're back on your feet. We're gonna use a different table for the next segment. So this one will have you sit, face forward, and then you put this shoulder down here, head here, and you lay on your side. And you're here like this. I'm gonna bring this up here. I'm gonna bring your arm like this. And you probably won't fall, because
You got me, huh?
yes, I've done this before. This is a little sore here, right?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a second here. I'm gonna bring your arm up just a little bit.
Yep.
And lightly. Well, that moved
yeah.
already.
You did.
Okay, that was really easy.
Yeah.
Come on up slowly. We're gonna do the last one. The bottom of the neck, we're gonna adjust this on here. So the last thing that we'll do here is we'll adjust the segment without twisting the head. So basically you have to lift up the segment on the lower neck and then push it forward. These are moving fine. And you feel a little bit here, right?
Yeah, I do.
Not too bad here. This is more worse here. And I'm going to push it straight forward with the fingertip like this. Tiny bit here. And then I just push just like that, lightly.
Oh, wow.
All right, that moved pretty good.
That was wonderful.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Too kind. Yeah, that moved good.
So you're glad you made that decision
Yes.
to study chiropractic?
In my mind, it seems like something that I was meant to do.
That's wonderful.
I do really appreciate chiropractic, not just because it's my job, but also, help me and helps other people.
Yeah.
Somebody comes in, they say, hey, I got low back problems. I'm thinking, I know exactly what you have. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.